If you're one of those people who drinks coffee every single day, you might be making a very big mistake. This is what Brian Johnson is saying. He's spending millions of dollars in researching how to live longer. And one of the key things he does not drink is coffee. What does coffee do to your body that affects it? And what are the reasons to why you should not be drinking it? We're going to dive right into this subject because this is extremely interesting. Hey guys, Dr. Gus here, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of drlandevar.com. In this channel, we talk about those things that a lot of people like to do, but hey, sometimes they're not as healthy as we think. So if these are some of the subjects you're interested in, make sure to subscribe and press that like button. And if you need any consultations or you have a question, comment, or supplements, look for them at drlandevar.com. Having said that, let's continue. Brian Johnson, an entrepreneur, is spending millions, tens of millions of dollars in researching how to live longer. One of the key things he does not get into is drinking coffee, and there are many reasons as to why this is. Coffee, as a matter of fact, is healthy to a certain point, but there are many things that coffee will do to shorten your lifespan, like damaging your heart, increasing blood pressure, increasing cortisol levels, aging your body a lot faster. So we're going to talk about every single cause, what happens to your body, and what the solutions are for us to fix it. Number one, coffee destroys sleep. This is something that is very interesting. You see, the research has shown that coffee, when you take it more than once a day, especially when you take it after noon, it really does destroy that repairing cycle on or in your sleep. This is the part of the day the body is actually repairing everything you've gone through, like tissue damage, memories, and every single cell that needs its rest will get it through that REM sleep. And if you're drinking coffee, you're going to see insomnia, probably. You're going to see insomnia, daytime fatigue sometimes, or accelerated aging. The solution to this is obviously drinking it only in the morning. Now, to some people, even then, even just drinking it in the morning does affect them. This guy, Brian Johnson, takes no coffee at all because he did realize with all the instruments he's using to measure sleep that it really does affect sleep and it really does damage that repairing cycle. A home remedy you can use always is chamomile tea or supplements like magnesite, melatonin, 5-HTP, or Passion Calm from Fineland at drlandevar.com. Number two, coffee increases cortisol levels and weakens your body. Coffee is a stimulant, and that stimulation is actually something that will release cortisol into your blood. This is the stress hormone. This is what's going to wake you up in the morning. It's going to make sure that you are with that rise and shine mood every single time you drink coffee. We've all felt it, okay? And this is something that really happens. But that increase in cortisol level will damage and will increase anxiety, irritability, and will cause adrenal fatigue if you're not careful. The solution to this is basically just reduce that consumption if you're going through these symptoms, or take supplements like magnesium, magnesite, Passion Calm, Q-Calm, or other supplements that will calm and reduce cortisol levels in order for your body to repair. Remember, stress is going to wear out your body because it does not have that smoothness of just being able to repair easily. You're always stressed out and your body's constantly on the verge of that fight and flight response. Number three, coffee causes dependence and fatigue. We've all seen this, right? We drink coffee for about a month and we take out coffee from our morning routine and we have those headaches. It really does cause dependence. And obviously that withdrawal situation you will start to see headaches, energy crashes, and you will start to see that you are dependent on coffee. And this is not a good thing. Actually, no vicious substance is a good thing for the human body because it really depends on it to function, and you should not be dependent. So look for a solution. Maybe reduce it gradually. Don't reduce it from one day to the next, or use exercise, which can actually keep your body active and take away that dependence of that activity and that cortisol or that production of hormones you need to stay active every day. You can always use supplements also. Remember that your thyroid is critical for this to happen. Something like metathyroid, berberine, applizer, or oxy elixir in capsule form at drlandevar.com. Number four, coffee affects your heart negatively. And this is also something that we've all felt. You will see tachycardia, you can see arrhythmias or increased blood pressure, and this is a very important key factor. If you have high blood pressure and you're taking coffee, not a good choice. Even worse than that is that it is dehydrating. You are eliminating fluids. You're increasing blood pressure. This means that your arteries are astringent and they are very closed in. Be very careful. Try to eliminate it. This is a solution. Just eliminate coffee completely, or use a home remedy that you can use every day to help you with that, like peppermint tea, which will relax you and eliminate all that effect that you've been building up. Always remember to protect your heart. Your heart does get damaged with coffee, and you might want to take supplements like resveratrol or OnCardio, Vein Flow, Neuromatrix. All of these can help. Number 5, it irritates your stomach and your digestive system. Your digestion is the pillar of all nutrition and everything you need in order to survive. If you're one of those people who's going through gastritis, maybe ulcers, or any type of acid reflux or situation where any part of your digestive system is not working properly, well, coffee might be to blame, right? Remember, it will cause you all these conditions, and you should be never taking it on an empty stomach, or at least if you're seeing these conditions, trying to eliminate it. You can use always a home remedy like aloe vera or other supplements that can help you with this. This is extremely important. The more coffee you take, the worse your digestive system is going to work. Number 6, coffee reduces mineral absorption. When we get to that 40-year mark, 50-year mark, 60-year mark, one of the main things we should be worrying about are our bones. Remember, the bones are the structure on which everything is mounted, right? If you are having problems with bone density, well, coffee might be to blame. You've taken it so long and with so many foods that you've been actually damaging that absorption. Remember this. This is something very crucial. So you might see that deficiency of calcium, magnesium, and iron, and what you need to do to solve this is basically take it away from your meals. Don't take coffee if you're having something to eat. You're not going to absorb the minerals that you need in order for that food to be beneficial. And in this case, you might want to use more greens, leafy greens, minerals, supplements, Red 8 Plus, multivitamin, Bone Ultra. I take Extra Flex, Bone Ultra, and Collagen every single day. Coffee is very, very important for you to consider if you're taking it for more than a week every single day or years. And this is obviously going to tend to affect that absorption in the long run. Number 7, it increases blood sugar levels and may increase the risk for diabetes. This is something that is not well known, but it should be. Every time you go into that fight and flight response, when you drink coffee, you're releasing cortisol, so you're going into this state, right? The body will automatically release more blood sugar into the bloodstream. This is what stress can do. That's why you tend to be overweight when you're stressed out too much, or you tend to have high blood sugar levels when you are stressed too much. And this is what coffee might do. Remember, this is very important. If you're one of those people that are seeing insulin resistance or metabolic imbalances, coffee might be to blame. The solution to this is obviously avoiding coffee or using home remedies that can help you reverse that situation. Look for supplements that can help you, like Appleizer from Fineland, Metaglucose, Neuromatrix. And remember that coffee is not always as healthy as we think. Just because there's a couple of viral videos talking about the benefits of coffee, that does not mean that coffee does not have its contraindications. Don't forget to give us a like, don't forget to share, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.